Hello and welcome to the course. I am your coach, Michael J. Fitz, and I am thrilled to have you here. Even though I can't see you, I know you are there, and that makes me very happy, as well as proud of you for getting up and doing something about your situation, which most people won't. And so I'm already off the bat proud of you. And I know that your situation right now is difficult, to say the least. All of the pain, the sadness, the anger, the overwhelm, the confusion can all leave you feeling lost. Well, the goal of this course is to point you in the right direction and decide where you want to go and how to get there from here. So stick with me, we're about to get started, but before we do so, I would strongly recommend that you have a notepad handy, ready to take notes, because we are going to write down our roadmap, so to speak, of how to get to where we want to go. So if you're ready, I'm ready, let's go. Section number 1, discover and uncover the reasons why, what to do, and where to go from here. Right now, so many questions are bubbling up in your mind and running through your head, and will continue to the longer you allow yourself to dwell upon everything that happened as you try to draw conclusions and make sense of it all. However, if you want to get past everything, you must first face it to overcome it. And the only way that's going to happen is if everything is brought to surface and addressed. One very important question is why the incident took place. On one hand, to the person that cheated, you have to know why you did what you did on a deeper level that has nothing to do with your partner or the relationship and everything to do with you. For example, on one layer, a person will go out and cheat in their relationship because they feel like their partner wasn't showing them enough attention, and they came across another person who did, and so they cheated. But understand, on a deeper level, even though, yes, you did desire more attention, however, that did not force you to cheat. You allowed yourself to. But what was it that made you allow yourself to? Here's what I mean, and here's what I want you to do. Ask yourself this: did I feel sad, worried, or angry when I felt like my partner wasn't giving me the attention I desired? Choose one of those, because when you do, you will know that that is your automatic negative emotional reaction. Now let's peel another layer and find out your interpretation. For example, I felt sad because my partner wasn't showing me any attention, and it made me feel like I wasn't attractive anymore. And so when I ran across this other person who was showing me all of this attention, I felt attractive again, and I was tired of not feeling confident. And so I kept developing that relationship with that person, and that's where I allowed myself to cheat. And there you have it. You become sad whenever you do not get the attention you desire, and as a result of it, you blame yourself because you feel like you are lacking confidence in some way or another about yourself. And then I would suggest peeling another layer and then find out where that came from. Think about it. Was it your parents that overlooked you and ignored you a lot of the times, and that made you feel sad? And as a result of it, you thought that there was something wrong with you? Or did past events happen to you that gave you those beliefs and insecurities about yourself? When you understand why you are the way you are and where that all came from, and you really understand yourself, you can decide that is not who you are and that is not how you want to be. And then from there, you can choose and decide who exactly you want to be and how you want to be, and become that person. From there, it is a matter of healing those wounds and re-identifying yourself, raising your confidence all on your own, so you no longer need anyone else to validate you. Or whenever you feel like you are getting lack of attention from someone else, it makes you feel insecure about yourself. This is very important to understand about yourself and heal. Because when you no longer feel the need to seek attention from others to validate you, because you create your confidence on your own, that will ensure that you never ever feel the need to cheat ever again. This is coming from an ex-chronic cheater. I used to cheat a lot, and it wasn't until I understood this about myself and changed it as to where it made me never ever feel the need to cheat ever again. This is also very important to your partner, because it's going to help them trust you again when they know that you understand why you did what you did, why you are the way that you are, and you've done the work to transform into the person you need to become to ensure that you never cheat again. Now, On the other end, for the person who was cheated on, you must become very aware of the fears and insecurities that were freshly created as a result of the incident. Make sure that you express and address all of your feelings, questions, concerns to your partner so they truly understand what it feels like to be in your world. This is going to help you understand how you feel, what you are thinking, and what needs to be done in order to raise your confidence once again or overcome whatever newly created insecurities have come about. This is a very delicate conversation. However, it must be done if you expect to move forward. One very important thing to keep in mind whenever asking all of those questions that you have to your partner and you are seeking answers from them, sometimes we don't get the exact answer that we are looking for from them. So we begin repeating the question or asking the question in a bunch of different ways until we get the answer that we desire. It does get to a point where we must accept the answers that we are getting, and just because we are not getting them exactly how we want them, we have to accept them so we can overcome it, put it to rest, and move forward. Otherwise, you may stay stuck there. And if you are having trouble with this part of it, I want you to ask yourself, what's more important to me? What happened or what can happen? You see, when all of the questions have been answered of why it all happened, then we need to start asking different questions that are solution-based. How can we overcome this as a team? How can I regain my confidence, or how can we do it together? When having these conversations, remember these three keys: compassion, patience, and understanding. Section 2, choosing to trust and be trustworthy. Trusting is by far not the easiest thing to accomplish right now and is going to take some time to be fully restored. However, that time gap can be shortened when you consciously choose to trust once again with 100% of your effort. And that does not mean you have to be perfect, but it does mean that you have to give your absolute dedicated best effort. Now, that may be hard to imagine that all of a sudden you're just going to start trusting them again and it's going to be that easy and it's going to be like that forever on. That's not the case, because in the future, doubts will come about. However, it is in how you deal with those doubts is what counts. Right now, you must choose to trust and be trustworthy no matter what happens. You choose it now, and especially in those moments when the doubt creeps in. How do you do that? Here's what I want you to do. I literally want you to get in front of your partner, look deep into their eyes, and declare, I am choosing to trust you once again more than I ever have in my entire life. And the other person says, and I am choosing to be trustworthy. I am choosing to be transparent and honest with you. And when you both say that to each other with as much declaration and conviction as you can in your voices, then that is only going to help you to regain that trust again together. Now, to make it easy for you, I want you both to write down 3 things each for the both of you to focus on. 3 very basic, simple things for each other to do to help regain that trust. For the person who needs to earn their partner's trust back, ask your partner, what are 3 things that I can do for you that are going to help you trust me again? Then on the other end, for the person who is trying to earn back their partner's trust, ask your partner for 3 things that they can do for you that is going to help you in this process. Now, remember this when going about this process. Stay present. Do not allow your mind to drift in the past or too much into the future and start worrying. Stay present, because here's what it is. If you look at the mountain as an entirety that you need to climb, it's only going to discourage you. However, if you just focus on what's right in front of you and you just start climbing, before you know it, you'll be halfway up that mountain. Moving on to section number 3, creating relationship boundaries and personal boundaries. Let's start with relationship boundaries. Remember this, you both want to make it as easy as you can for the both of you to succeed. And the way that you do that is you simplify as much as possible. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to work together as a team and write down 3 relationship boundaries that you both will not cross. And if you are wondering how to create those boundaries, start here. Go back to the incident. What happened before it happened? Did it happen with a coworker after a company meeting, or did it happen on social media after just some friendly banter back and forth through Messenger? It is, again, allowing yourself to be in the same position that led to the cheating in the first place that cannot happen. It is going to be very difficult to heal from that situation if you become triggered once again because you feel like you are placed in that same situation and the incident is only going to repeat itself. Also, another thing to keep in mind when creating relationship boundaries is anything that makes you or your partner feel uncomfortable needs to go. It's not just what has to do with the incident exactly. It is anything that you may be faced with that will cause doubts. Some prime examples of relationship boundaries are: number 1, no more hanging out with male or female coworkers outside of work. Second, if you know you're going to be late coming home, right when you find out, give me a call and let me know as soon as you can. And number 3 is for people who have children with other people. Whenever you are dropping the children off at their mother or father's home, do not go inside of the house when you do. Remember, when making relationship boundaries, make them SSS strong, simple yet specific and strategic. Now moving on to personal boundaries. Personal boundaries are boundaries that you set for yourself, not for your partner, but for yourself. Some prime examples of personal boundaries is: I am not going to allow myself to become obsessed with my partner's Instagram and constantly go on there and look for things to argue about. Or another one is, I am not going to allow myself to begin accusing my partner of lying to me, even though I don't have evidence and I know it's only because I'm feeling very insecure at the moment. You must both come up with your own personal boundaries and stick to them to ensure that you are both doing your part to contribute to the recovery of your relationship. Section 4, reconnecting and getting the spark back in your relationship. So now that the both of you have put these first few steps into play, you are both in a much better position to begin recovering your relationship, regaining the trust, and hopefully are starting to see a light at the end of that tunnel. But now obviously there is still work that needs to be done, especially if you both want to make your relationship better than it's ever been. You see, many people just want their relationship to go back to the way it was, when the truth of the matter is your relationship can never be once again the way that it was. However, that does not mean your relationship can't be better than it was before, which is very possible based on my experience coaching couples that actually stayed together and did the work with 100% dedication to recovering their relationship and making it better than it's ever been. Were actually able to make their relationship better than it's ever been, but not just that, stronger than it was before. How is that possible? That is possible when you choose to use the mistakes of the past to your advantage. You both take an inventory of all of the things that you both did not like about the relationship in the past before, and you correct it. If one of those things were that you both stopped going on dates and spending quality time together, well, then that issue can be brought to surface and be resolved. First, determine what those problems were and then get together and strategize how you guys are going to overcome those with solutions in the future. But again, remember to be specific. Many couples will make this mistake. For example, they will tell their partner that I need you to be more loving, which is very general. And their partner's response to that is showing them more love in the way that they communicate love and not necessarily in the way that their partner wants to receive it. So when coming up with solutions, tell your partner exactly how you want them to be more loving. Literally give them examples how. Tell them, I want you to give me a hug when you get home. Kiss me goodbye. Ask me how I'm feeling. Ask me how my day was. Make it easy for your partner and tell them exactly what you would like them to do. Many people do not want to do this because they feel like their partner should just know and they do not want to tell them. But remember, you both are working together as a team, and make it as easy as you can for your teammate to succeed. That's going to do it for this short course on how to recover your relationship after cheating. And if you're wondering, yes, there are other things that you still can do to keep on improving your relationship, like, for example, improving yourselves as individuals. I would definitely recommend you both focus on improving your physical and mental health, your confidence, your fulfillment, and any other area of you or of your life that will definitely contribute to having the best quality you that you can possibly get. The reason why is the better you are as individuals, the more happier and fulfilled you are as a person. That is only going to translate to improving in other areas of your life, like your career, your social life, your family life, and your love life. When you are feeling the best and being at your best, you get the best results. Now that you have completed this short course, I would only encourage you to keep on moving forward and make sure that all bases are covered by working with me personally and joining my 1-month couples coaching program. We will go over everything from top to bottom of exactly what needs to be done to not just recover your relationship, but make it better than ever. This program covers everything. We go over exactly what to do and how to do it to improve your relationship, as well as how to improve yourselves as individuals. This program offers couple sessions as well as individual sessions for each person in the relationship. And this program also comes with text support, meaning on the days where we do not have sessions and any issues arise or any challenges or questions that you have, all you have to do is send me a text and I will be there to answer all of your questions or provide you with possible solutions. I am a 5-star Google reviewed certified life and relationship coach. I've been doing this for years, working with couples all over the world, and I would only invite you to head over to my website. If you are not here already, www.mjfitofficial.com, and sign up today. Limited slots available because beautiful couples all over the world who are looking to save their relationship and join the 1-month coaching program are always signing up. So make sure you get signed up as soon as you possibly can to get yourself on calendar, get your coaching started, and start getting the relationship you've always wanted. Talk soon.